How much is it? Now it's recording. Hey, the quality's poor for what like comes through here. I mean, not poor, but less.
So I'm missing a card.
You were like a quarter second behind. Oh, would this fuck with the camera?
Crossbow.
What do you think?
No! We get sucked into the camera, and we wake up in the alternate universe of our game, a la Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon, which I have on DVD. Is it insane? Is it blowing your mind? Are we in another universe now? Another dimension? Where up is down, left is right, and Peter Cullen's the bad guy.
I want to do sci-fi.
And Frank Welker's the good guy. It's so anti-Transformers. It's freaking me out. You ever watch that, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'll loan you the DVDs. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I feel like I used to just watch it forever. And then I think when I bought the DVDs, it was like, oh, it's one season.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God.
Yeah,
like, I felt like I just watched, like, it was like such a huge part of my childhood, that cartoon.
Playhouse was that way for me. It was only like 10 episodes a season, and it only lasted 4.5 seasons.
I didn't realize it was on that long.
But no, like, I watched it with Nodis, and we watched them all in like a week and a half. And I was like, and they're not nearly as long as you remember. You know what I mean? Like, you remember an episode of Playhouse being 3 hours. It's like,
yeah.
It's like 36 minutes.
Yeah, it's a half an hour show.
Like,
that was a great show. I loved Peter Herman. Crossbow. Although I still haven't seen his 1, 2, 3. Oh, and hand crossbow. See, the Drew Mealy card threw me off. So what we're doing? Hey people.
Oh.
What we're doing is.
I forgot we're recording.
Yeah, I feel like we should address this. Not just that's the cold opening of us just discussing shitty cartoons.
That was
Great cartoons, actually.
That was extra cold.
So we're working on the game again today. We've got a meeting with an artist this evening. I'm Bowman, that's Drew. Hey. So today we're going through, we pared down some of the cards. We had a lot of, right now we've got 3 different decks of cards, and one of them was a very significant deck. So we're trying to pare that down a little bit, which means that we have to go through that whole deck and count back the cards and make sure that we've got the right number so everything matches with the rule books. And so we thought we'd just make a little video to say hello to everybody and thank you for tuning in or following us or being our parents or whatever's making you watch this video. We appreciate it. Crowbar. So right now we're sorting out the weapons basically. Without going into the mechanic, there's some cards that have weapons on them. So right now that's what we're playing with. Why am I all the way down there? I shouldn't be all the way down there. Oh, because I was looking for crossbow, and I picked up crowbar. That's what happened. So,
grenade, Molotov, chainsaw, old pipe.
How many crowbars did I just put there is the question, which is kind of an awesome... If you can ever ask yourself that question, that you've got like a load of crowbars, you're pretty awesome. It's a pretty lucky day for you. I would love to just have like a pile of old crowbars, like all various lengths. I love that shit, like going to old barns, like I just see like old giant like shit hanging on the walls that was made of like wood and steel, and it's still intact like 100 years later. It's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. That's what we're building. We're gonna make all the cards out of pieces of slate.
I'm gonna chisel each one.
Yeah, hand chiseled, and it's gonna be a stack about this big. When you put them all together, because they're going to be good slate, like your grandparents' cards. Like Pinochle. Ask Grandma about
I wish I
Pinochle.
had something to do with this second.
I never played that. Have you ever played Pinochle?
Nope.
I played a lot of card games, but that was not one I ever learned. I always heard about it. I feel like it was a notoriously old lady game in television land, but I never actually encountered it in real life. Canasta. That's another one. Like, what the hell's canasta? Like, I heard it a million times, never figured out what it is.
Man.
You're making up some new miniatures.
Oh, I got nothing to do at the moment.
Yeah, well, talk. I'm say something about it. Talk to the nice people.
I'm going to make myself a new miniature.
All right.
Since we don't have our characters yet, which I was really hoping we're going to be here by now. So I'm just getting all my Lego mini guys that I got here, and I'm going to build myself
Where?
Do I want a cowboy hat? Let's see.
1, 2, 3. So we're.
Okay, so I feel like I need this hat.
So we've been using. We had 2 D&D like lead figurines that we were using, and 2 Lego men. So I guess Drew's making some more Lego men because this is a game. It's going to be basically. You can play it by yourself if you're really bored. I guess you can definitely do that. But it's designed to be for 2 or more players. What we're hoping for with the initial release is 6 different playable character figurines that are going to be nice. Hopefully, I would say. Would you say suitable for painting?
Oh, that's.
Or is that we're hoping.
If they're not suitable for painting, then I'm gonna be very disappointed.
So yeah, so the main characters that the players use, we're going to try to make real nice. And I don't think we're giving anything away by saying it's a zombie game.
No, that's...
So there's going to be a lot of zombies, which they're probably all kind of going to look alike, but that might be something that we're able to talk about down the road once we start working on the actual prices, which we are, I would say, maybe next week. Start making some calls. After we basically we need to talk to the artist today. Hopefully he can do some sketches or something for us, and then yeah, a lot hinges on the meeting tonight, is what I'm saying. And we're very excited about it. It's a friend of Andrew here, who he's known for a long time, and we looked at his art, and it is just what we were looking for.
Oh yeah, you guys will be very
impressed. I'm going to be a little sad if we can't work something out with him. So my fingers are crossed. I think it's going to be. I think his style goes very nicely with the way the game has come out so far. We're real proud of the game. This is an idea that I had, I guess maybe like a year or so ago. And I started working on it myself, and I kind of got distracted by other things and stopped working on it, and had a bunch of like components and stuff laying around. And Drew and I were talking one day and said, like, let's do a project. And he went through a few of my game ideas and said, like, we can do this. And he's a big game nerd too, so like we're bringing a lot to the table here as far as
this is
apparently not old lady card games, but other types of games. You ever play Milborn?
I've never heard of it.
Milborn is a French card game. That simulates driving. It is one of the. I should get a copy of it. My mother definitely has a copy of it. I used to play it with her when I was little, and it's this game where like you have to make like you can play like 500 miles, let's say. So you play these cards for like mile markers. You keep score, but then it's sort of like has an Uno twist where you can like, oh, you got a flat tire, dude. But you can be like, aha, I have a spare tire, and like lay that across them and be like, what's up now? And then like. And it's fun, dude. You would really enjoy it. Based on some of the dynamics I think that we've had in the cards, it's definitely going to have elements of a lot of games in it.
I think I just made you a new character.
All right. Does it look just like me? Is he Klingon? Oh, he's got a cool... Dude. Look at him. You see him?
Yeah, I see him.
Is he coming up good on the camera? I can't tell. I don't know how these fancy cameras work. This is Drew's. Is he... Ooh. Oh, let's get right in there. Oh yeah, dude. What's up? He's got a gun and a beer and a mustache and a Davy Crockett hat.
Yeah.
Dude, that is awesome. Thank you, man. And we actually Hero Forge, who we're both big fans of. Hi, Hero Forge. Send us stuff.
Yeah.
We ordered Drew ordered 2 guys that are even going to look more like me than that, and more like him than whatever one he's designing there. But it'll still be a lot of fun that we can have Lego guys that look like us too, because then we've been basically testing this as sometimes 2 players, sometimes 4 players, to make sure that it's fun for groups of all sizes. And I feel like 2 people can definitely play this game, but the more people that play it, the more fun it is. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, we haven't played it with 6 or 8 people yet, but we're hoping to do that in the beta testing. So if you want to play it, let us know. We'll probably have hoagies and beers or something. And we're all going to sit around and play, and then you guys can tell us what it is. So if you're interested in being one of our testers, go to the website, www. Do we still have to say that? I feel like it's 2016.
I think we have to because of how you set it up.
Oh, really? That's right. Maybe you might actually need them. Put the W's there. It don't cost nothing. So www.thedubiousgentleman, all one word, .com. And then if you want to email us, you can email us at thedubiousgentleman@gmail.com. Or you can hit us up on Facebook. What else are we on? Twitter,
Instagrams.
And the Instagrams.
I mean, I don't know. Just search for Movies Gentlemen. Go to our website. It'll tell
That's
you.
what I just told him. The website's got all the links. All the links, top right corner.
Everything.
There's a page in the back with more of the links. I keep losing my place here. One of my personal favorite cards. Another crowd pleaser here, which I cut down on. I don't know how you feel about that. How many of this card would you like? You guys can't see.
How many? It's. You think two?
I think.
Yeah, do two.
All right. So that's how you.
I was gonna say you get four.
Because there's also the Belushi.
And if you roll a 6, you're gonna go.
And you can still. The mechanics of this game are going to be a lot of fun. We're not going to get into it right now, but we've been playing this pretty much a lot. Like, I would say averaging once a day for several weeks now since we've had, and I wish we had more footage of the older games, because some of it looked like, in the beginning, it's amazing. Like, I was like, this is cool. Like, we had some stuff drawn and cards were written on ripped up notepad paper and stuff.
And now it kind of like a real
we
thing.
actually ordered blank cards. It was a box of them for 500 of them. So if you're making a game, let me tell you, this is the way to go. You can shuffle stuff. It was only like, I think it was like, what, $12 or something like that for like 500. And we're only like halfway through the cards. Like, it's nice. It's a good.
Son of a bitch! I put his arms on backwards.
If you're making a game, I highly recommend. Don't bother cutting index cards in half or anything like that. Just spend the money and get yourself a deck of these cards. They're super fun. They're like, are they playing card size, or are they slightly smaller?
Nah, they're playing cards.
Okay, yeah, because Magic cards are a little bit bigger than playing cards, so that's probably what this box is for. We've got some boxes to keep our stuff in. I feel like I'm doing all the talking, man. You want to jump in here?
I got nothing.
No?
I should have something. I'm just
Can you hear the cats? Can you hear the cats?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
It's so fun. They're so funny. Did I take these out too?